Every kind of content has an audience. It is dependent on the consistency of the person who is taking responsibility of ensuring that similar content is going up on a consistent basis on this platform called YouTube. There are channels in which people are sleeping. It is showing that someone is sleeping, and that video, that channel has quite literally millions of followers, viewers, subscribers. In my world, my internet world, there's a extremely famous individual who is a crazy storyteller. He's like a god in terms of YouTube storytelling for me. Is Casey Neistat, and I interacted with two individuals this past weekend, none of whom have ever heard of Casey. And those individuals, I asked them, "Can you name few channels which you are so passionately, you see it, you follow it?" The channels which they mentioned, I've never heard of them, and they were famous personalities, extremely famous personalities in their own domain, own niche. The point I'm trying to make over here is, even when someone like Casey, who has a huge following in my world, there's so many people who is not even aware of it. If you, as a business owner, start thinking what sort of a content can you produce with respect to your travel destination, so and the content type, the output can be varied. It can be you just having a camera in front of you, like I have a mobile camera, and you're telling stories about your destination. That's it. Like, just the kind of output you are seeing over here, you can have a channel like that with your own name. Now, suppose you are the general manager or the exec chef of this property, and you feel you can really have a great persona on camera. So it can be a simple output like this, where you're telling great stories about your destination. It can be that you act like a travel influencer and have wonderful travel videos in and around your establishment, and consistently have great stories around it. The output format, you can decide whichever works best for you, whichever is within your budget. The output format is not as important as what needs to get understood. That is, it is a consistent flow of information and feedback you need to be providing the algorithm of YouTube for it to realize this information is coming in at an extremely consistent pace. Let me analyze that information, those videos, and I will be able to find an audience for them. So please let the job of finding the audience, give it to the algorithm. It will do it. It is great at doing what it does. All we as stakeholders of the hospitality industry is interested or should be concerned with is how and why we should be putting up great content on the channels which your audience is residing in. It can be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. You have to decide on what channel or which channels your audience is most active in. What's the mindset of the audience when they are on that channel? And with that mindset, what is the kind of content that they would enjoy? That's the kind of content you would need to be producing. It is the mindset of the production which is the key over here, not the production, at least at the first phase of this journey of digital marketing through actual content marketing, where you are putting up content and doing the right things to ensure you are coming up in different engines, be it chat engines, traditional search engines,